Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the In-Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for July 17th, 2026, and this is actually a killer new arrival week. Although there's about a half a bin here, it's a half a bin of all killer and very little filler. I mean, filler to me, I don't know, some of the stuff I show you guys and I'm like, what the hell is this? But it's popular and people like it. I just don't know what it is. But beforehand, I will talk to you guys about a couple of pre-orders that were announced. But, there's always 50 pre-orders a week, but I always highlight a couple. This next one is really cool. Beck has a new album coming out called Ride Lonesome. That's coming out September 18th. It's Beck, it's a new album, but what's cool about this is they're actually doing a simultaneous audiophile pressing of the record. I don't know if this has been done since Mobile Fidelity had their own label back in the 80s, Cafe Records, which was like a mobile fit. Robbie Krieger from The Doors, a guitar player, had a record on Cafe Records. Anyways, they're doing it as a DSS. So the same thing as the Pet Sounds, the Definitive Sound series from Universal. They're simultaneously releasing his new album as a standard vinyl version, which is like 30 bucks, or you can get it as a DSS. It's limited. They're only doing 1,000 of them. I would have thought there would be a little bit more of a market for that, but it is really cool as a concept to be able to get a audiophile version of a brand new record. I'm curious how this does. I think at 1,000 copies, it's going to sell out pretty quickly. But yeah, that comes out September 18th. Phil Collins, Facebook, they're doing a deluxe vinyl box set, bunch of outtakes, the album. There's a Steve Wilson remix in there, I think. And they're also doing a standalone Blu-ray audio of the album. That comes out 9/18 as well. But yeah, those are some of the highlights for this coming up for the pre-orders this week. Oh, this Saturday. I've not really done a Saturday whatnot before, but I'm going to do it in the store here in my office. It's an all 45 RPM stream. It's at 4:30 Arizona time. It's mostly picture sleeves. I'll do a lot of lots, 10 Blondie records, 10 Talking Heads records, 10 Depeche Mode records, that kind of thing. In lots, not necessarily those exact quantities, but that kind of idea. 4:30 Arizona time on Whatnot. You can click the link below if you've never purchased from us on Whatnot before. If you register with that link below, you will get $15 off of your first purchase. Okay, let's go over some of the non-vinyl stuff first. The ZZ Top Trace Hombres SACD from Analogue Productions. Emerson, Lake and Palmer's Tarkus from Mobile Fidelity. Brain Salad Surgery, Emerson, Lake and Palmer from Mobile Fidelity. And Stone Temple Pilots number 4 from Mobile Fidelity. These are all SACDs. And the Paul Butterfield Blues Band East West. This is limited to 2,500 copies from Mobile Fidelity as well. There is also and typically I don't do a lot of the digital box sets unless there is a high-res / Blu-ray mix of it. And this is the Thin Lizzy 55th anniversary self-titled debut album box set. So it includes not only the CD, Blu-ray combination of things, but 46-page book, but the 5.1 and Blu-ray Atmos mix in here as well. So yeah. I think vinyl, I had the vinyl last week I showed you guys. This week was the digital. Okay, from Analogue Productions. We always get the Analogue Productions titles a week or two late. That's commonplace with Analogue Productions. But here it is. Bob Marley's Burnin'. UHQR. Limited to, what were these, 5,000 copies? It's kind of funny. I noticed, let me see. No, not this one. Limited to, I want to say 5,000 copies. This is the 33 RPM. And we have Natty Dread. All right. Also from Analogue Productions, Ray Charles, the Genius Sings the Blues. And then we got all of the new releases from Mobile Fidelity. This next one I thought was kind of cool. First time I've ever seen this. They used a standard shrink wrap for Brain Salad Surgery. And I'm guessing that's because of the gimmick cover. They didn't want it opening up in that loose bagging. But yeah, I don't think there's ever been a Mobile Fidelity record that's been sealed in standard shrink wrap before, but there you go. Also from Mobile Fidelity, we got the Doobie Brothers, The Captain and Me. The Paul Butterfield Blues Band, Keep On Moving. Ooh, one of my all-time favorite bands, New Order. They are doing the best of New Order. Substance came out maybe a year ago. This is the best of New Order. Most people that have got New Order on CD from the CD era, they'll remember this. This was a real big, Substance was really big in the vinyl era. Best of New Order was really big in the CD era. This is a 2 LP, the classic 1994 album remastered for the very first time. So you've got the best of New Order, and then the rest of New Order. So it's kind of like, this is a 3 LP set, so it's kind of like a 5 LP greatest hits edition. Couple of great Rhino reserves this week. Most of these are all analog cut from the original master tape by Matt Luthans, including Al Stewart's Year of the Cat. Mofi did this way back in the day, back in the original Mofi era. The Faces, Snakes and Ladders, also all analog cut from tape, all pressed to fidelity. And the one I think I was looking forward to the most, Bootsy Collins, Stretching Out in Bootsy's Rubber Band. Also all analog. They actually don't have a SPARS code per se on the actual jacket, but they put the SPARS code information in the label. From Rhino, some more killer all analog titles. This is the J. Giles Band Live, Full House. This is the numbered edition, limited to 5,000 copies, all analog cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. And Uncle Tupelo, Anodyne. This is also the numbered edition, limited to 5,000 copies. This week, we're also getting the Spirit of 76. Rhino always tends to have, last year they had the Sounds of Summer. Then they every year will do Rocktober, and they'll do Start Your Ear Off Right, not your ear off right. This year they did the Spirit of 76. So this is all stuff that came out in 76. I think it goes with, that was the bicentennial. This is the 250, America 250. So here they did Black Sabbath's Technical Ecstasy on limited edition splatter vinyl. Reissue from Earth, Wind, and Fire. That's the Way of the World. Reasonably priced, 25 bucks. And Earth, Wind, and Fire's I Am. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire. They're so good. There's a lot of soul bands that are too ballady for me. The romantic ballad, although I love Barry White, so sometimes I can never figure out why I like the things I do and don't like the things I don't. But they're not very ballady and they're super funky, and I've always dug it. Open Our Eyes. So these are reissues from Sony. Okay, back to the Spirit of 76. They're doing the Ramones debut album as a picture disc. The Flaming Groovies, Shake Some Action. See, and there's little nuggets in these. Every time they do these series, I don't think it said anything on the first one. So this is the original album cut from the analog tape, plus a bonus disc featuring previously unreleased studio and live material. I don't know why they do that. When they do these Start Your Ear Off Right, Rocktobers, they do these analog cuts, but they don't really tell anybody until you get the record. From Vampy Soul, Roy Ayers, Vibrations. Got some Japanese imports. Mayoshi Takanaka, Finger Dancing on purple vinyl. And Mayoshi Takanaka's Nastu Zenkai on blue vinyl. Primus, A Handful of Nugs. This is a 12-inch, 45 RPM on gold vinyl, kind of an EP. 4 tracks on there. I'm looking outside because we're in the process of having a thunderstorm that's rolling in here, and it's starting to rain, and the wind's nasty, and I'm trying to get this thing filmed before the power goes out. But worst case scenario, we'll finish it in the dark. Commander Cody, we got a live one here. Again, Spirit of 76 title, AAA, cut by Chris Bellman at Bernie Grumman Mastering. So another all analog, title sneaks in. Bad Company's Run with the Pack, part of the Spirit of 76. Nice foil cover like the original. Yes, Roosevelt Stadium, New Jersey, 1976, live. The historic performance from the summer of 76. Interesting. 2 different shows? Boy, that makes no sense. Interesting. This is the exact same thing with 2 different stickers. But the spine is the same. Maybe they did a different color. No. Look at that. 2 separate hype stickers, 2 different barcodes, the same record. I have no idea why. All right. Olivia O'Brien, Pixie on iridescent gold vinyl. Cannibal Corpse 35th anniversary on red and black smoke vinyl on Metal Blade Records. Future, The Real Me. Rick Ross, Set in Stone. Exhibit, At the Speed of Life, the debut album, back on vinyl for the 30th anniversary, 2 LP on black vinyl. BTS, this is Aerobang. This is their newest album, the 5th album, the limited edition picture disc version. I get a kick out of looking at these BTS guys because they all look like they're 11. But I'm told they're like in their late 30s. Includes the trading cards in there. It's kind of their gimmick with K-pop music. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, that's awesome. So, I'm not a BTS fan, but this is super cool. In the back is a, one of those, how was the name of it? Leave it in the comments. I'm having a brain fart. Push the button, you see the slides. Had one when I was a kid, but I forgot what it's called. Lido Permanente, Carabina. Seems like that dress would be hard to get through doors. Oh yeah, but it could dub as a table afterwards. See? Got a restock from Pink Floyd. This is the 8 tracks. Both versions of it. I got the blue vinyl and the standard black vinyl. The cool thing, it's a greatest hits comp, but the cool thing is it has the original 8-track version of Pigs on the Wing from Animals, which is the version you're familiar with from Animals, but the missing solo from the middle. And it's presented as one tune. And this is the same thing on black vinyl. Restock of ZZ Top's Eliminator from my top 100 imprint analog records you should own list. All analog, cut from the original tape by Kevin Gray. Yes, 90125, also on my top 100 imprint analog records you should own list. Let's see, Book of Love, self-titled, 40th anniversary edition. I think we got some restocks. I don't know, actually some of the stuff is new arrivals with some restocks mixed in. Restock of the Rhino Reserve Fleetwood Mac's Future Games. The Birds, Younger Than Today, from Music on Vinyl, limited to 1,500 individually numbered copies. Emil and the Sniffers, Giddy Up, 10th anniversary reissue. Oh, I know people are going to be clamoring for this one. Ultimate Manilow. 2 LP set on Sony. What's on this? Mandy. He had some, he had some pop hits. Copacabana's on here. 2 LP set. From Music on Vinyl, we've got Cinderella's Heartbreak Station. Most of these came damaged. I think it was last week. Big John Patton got a good thing going, so we had to get replacements because we don't sell dinged corner records, not consciously anyways. Chuck Mangione, this is from Chesky Records, Everything for Love. This is a 1-step. but a reasonably priced one step at $36.99. Kenny Barron from Elemental Music. Live in Drecken. So many lovely things. Ooh, a restock of Otis Blue. Fantastic record. It's got the original version of Respect that Aretha covered. But when Otis does it, it's a different song altogether. Yeah, great, great record. Earth, Wind, and Fire's Greatest Hits. This is a restock. Got a mosquito flying around while I'm filming, eating little bits of my blood. It's driving me crazy, but that's because we've been getting a ridiculous amount of rain the last couple of days. It hasn't rained in Arizona since February, and the next 7 days, I think it's supposed to rain every day, which for Arizona's, it's crazy. People out here, terrible drivers. I'm from Florida. It rains every single day, 3 times a day. But out here, oh my God. I was going down the freeway the other day during just a normal rain shower. Everybody had their hazard lights on going down the freeway. They're going 30 miles an hour with their hazard lights on. Like, this is terrible because they don't know what to do. Corrosion of Conformity. America's volume dealer. This is the indie vinyl version. And from the Cramps, A Date with Elvis. Let's see, their 1986 classic on orange vinyl. All right, guys, all this stuff can be purchased online at our website at theingroove.com. Until next time.